Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Nut House. I recently picked up a $10 bread machine at our local thrift store, so I want to share with you some recipes that you can use if you have a bread machine or if you find one at a thrift store. So we're going to make some black pepper onion bread today. We're going to start with 1 tablespoon of butter, and also this is about 2/3 cup of water. Now we're only going to make a small loaf just to see if we really like it. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of dry milk powder. And then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of sugar. Now we're going to add some flavorings. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of minced onion and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. We're also going to add around a 1/2 teaspoon to a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. You know, we love garlic, so I tend to add a little bit more. Now I'm going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, followed by around a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to add our instant bread machine yeast to the top of the flour, and we need 1.5 teaspoons of that. Now I'm going to put this in my bread machine, and this bread machine, I'm setting it on the basic setting or the white bread setting, and we're just going to let this go, and it's going to bake it and everything for us, and it's not going to heat up my kitchen. And this summer, I believe this thing is going to be great. At this point, I want you to pay attention to the dough, because I want to make sure that it's not too hydrated or too dry. So I'm going to let this go for a bit and let you see that around the edges, you see it's still pretty dry. It's not quite coming together. So I'm going to add just a little splash of water until it comes together. I don't want to add too much, because then I'll have to add more flour, and my batch will just get bigger and bigger. So just watch the dough, and if you need to add a little bit more water or a little bit more flour, you can adjust it. Now this, of course, is not a bread machine only recipe. You can definitely do it by hand or in your mixer. Just do the same exact thing, and you would have to bake it in your oven. You can also just use the dough function on the bread machine and have it make your dough, and then you can put it in your oven to bake. But this machine, I wanted to try to bake in it, and I did do it on the light setting, and I watched it for the last 10 minutes before it was done, and I went ahead and temperature checked it, and it was done. So I pulled it out 10 minutes early. So your dough should be soft and smooth like this one when it's kneaded. and we pulled it out of the oven, and it's really hot, and you're supposed to wait until it's cool, but I couldn't wait. We have to try it. It was really, really delicious. I'm sure it would make a great sandwich because it was loaded with lots of flavor. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that and leave us a comment down below. We would love to hear from you.